Standard on most airlines these days is about 23 kilos. The packing of a bicycle is pretty straightforward. This is probably one of the easier ones. You can actually wrap it in plastic wrap. It does say poly wrap right there. It says bike packed in protective foil. So here's a time lapse of how we're taking the bike apart, bagging it, and doing all that kind of stuff. Just kick back and enjoy and watch, and then we'll come to the other parts of the video. Here I start measuring it, and it doesn't fit the dimensions we need for bagging. So at this point we decided to take everything off and just strip it down to the frame, and that way it would fit in the dimensions a lot easier than having tires on and put the tires and stuff in another bag. I went from time lapse and had to stop because I have to do some changes, but as you see, all my stuff's still around. The other camera's not working properly. I got the bike into here, got it this far into this. Then I noticed a few things are still off as far as making it safely pack in here and get it there to make it's going to maintain the weight and everything else, and still pack the other stuff in here. So I'm going to adjust it a little further now by maybe adjusting this fender off. I'm not sure if I'm going to take that off, but definitely I've got to take off the water bottle cage, which is upside down in there. So I got to take it back out, and I'm going to do that. These will go in the other bag. The biggest issue still becomes the size and weight. They're small, medium, and large. So as you can see, this is in between Europe and China. So you look at the requirements. It's one bag you're allowed right off the bat, which is 23 kilos. The second bag, if you add it at the airport, is 100, 190 if you add a second bag at the airport. So if you add a bag at the airport, it's going to cost you 190 euros, 70 if you do it beforehand, and that's another 23 kilo bag. That's why I made mine 23 kilos. Finally by somebody is you pay the overweight, because if your bike is over 23 kilos, you're going to pay 85 euros for that. If it's over the dimensions, which it's going to be within those dimensions, you pay another 85 on top of that. So it's going to be 170 euros minimum. Finally got a price list from the airlines. Ended up being a lot more packing than I would normally pack, but it's with this airlines and the changes for 2025, and not much choice in the matter. That's why I'm trying to leave a bike this end and that end. Well, I'm going to talk about the second part here. Now, the second part of what I'm doing is I'm not going to go to China with everything. China's cheap, Asia's cheap, so I'm going on a place you'd normally in Europe order on AliExpress. In China, we order on Taobao. It takes about 3 days to get stuff delivered. So if you have yourself a Taobao account, AliExpress account, you just go simply there, you order everything. Okay, you're going to see here, I got an order of 54 items. So 54 items I ordered, and this is just to replace everything. I got myself a new Neo drone I'm going to take. I bought myself a new power bank, some coverage, some different things. Bike lights, folders. I'm going to test a new tent for my friend. I'm going to test a new tarp, some new flag poles because I'm not going to bring them along because they don't fit properly. My decorations for my bike, some power cords, tools to put the bike to and from together, my shaving kits, and all these things, little things that they normally take out of your baggage or you got to put in your other baggage. Parts and tools for the bikes, just different things here that I'm doing. A lot of tools and stuff I'm going to try, some kits and just that, and I'm going to bring it there. A new jacket, so why bring a jacket from here when it's going to cost me less than $10 to buy a down jacket in China? USB light for a few bucks. I'm going to buy a new headlamp. A down cover is going to cost me about just under $100 for a down sleeping cover, so why not buy that? And buy myself some new titanium silver to eat with, my chairs, some clothing. And as you see, it's dirt cheap. It's $4 or $5 for a long sleeve shirt. Everything else, gloves, power cords, this and that. My fuel for my stove for cooking, just straight away ordered and straight there. Straight out shipped. And this bike shirt, some shoes, some other stuff, a sweater, everything that I possibly need. A new stove, because I'm not going to bring my stove here, my bike alarms, and all that stuff I'm bringing. So